I'm Kathy Casey and welcome to the Liquid Kitchen. I'm going to make a Metaxa Sangria, and you can really make this with any type of fruits. This one I'm going to do with watermelon, juicy summer watermelon. So first I'm just going to take and cut off the ends of my little small watermelon, and these little individual watermelons are great because they don't have any seeds in them. Now, if watermelon isn't super juicy and ripe when you're making this, you could use peaches, you could do apricots. Really, you can mix it up. I'm going to cut my rind off, and this is a good trick if you're doing anything. Oranges, lemons, when you're cutting the rind off like this, just kind of go around the circumference of your fruit like this, just kind of twisting your knife inwards. All right. You could make some watermelon pickles with the rind if you wanted. All right, I'm going to set those off to the side and then cut up about 3 cups of watermelon. I do like some small dice, and you can kind of come in like this too. And then I like to make the fruit not too big and not too small, so you have some nice pieces in your sangria. All right, I'm going to put this in a pitcher. I'm going to load it in. So that looks like it's about 3 cups. Ooh, it's really pretty, nice and dark and red and juicy. That's the way we like it. All right, I clean up my cutting board. I'm going to move this off to the side, and then I'm going to add a lemon and an orange in. I'm going to cut the ends off, and then you can either do whole slices, or sometimes, like today, I can cut my lemon in half and then cut it into slices, making for a little bit smaller pieces. And then we're going to add in an orange as well. This is kind of a big orange. You could either go half or whole, depending upon the size. I think I'm going to put the whole thing in though. Okay, slicing that up, popping that in. All right. And then we're going to add a nice juicy red wine. Okay, so 1 bottle of red wine. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of Metaxa Brandy, and this is a Greek brandy. If you like a little bit stronger, you can always add a little bit more if you want. And then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of agave nectar just to sweeten it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to give that a good stir. Now you can let this sit for like 4 hours or so, or I like to even let it sit overnight so the flavors really get in there. And then when you serve it, you're going to serve some of this nice juicy fruit with it. I have some that I've already prepared here, and you can see that really rich ruby color. And the fruit kind of softens as it sits too. Now we're going to serve this over ice, but when you have your sangria, you don't want to ice the whole pitcher because that will dilute your cocktail. So we're just going to ice our glasses and then pour some of our sangria in there. All right, there we go. You can pour a little bit out and then top it with a little bit of the fruit. This is so delicious, especially in the summer. I'm going to spoon some of the fruit in, some of my lemons and watermelon, a little bit of orange. It's going to get nice and juicy and fruity. I've got a nice big piece of orange down here. You got to kind of fish for it a little bit. There we go. And then you can always cut a little bit of fresh watermelon garnish if you like as well. So I'm just going to take a piece of watermelon that I already have the rind on, not removed, and then cut a little piece there and a little slit in it. And that's my Metaxa Sangria.